I don't know what you mean. Of course you don't. Sure you don't. Sure you don't. Okay, we're right here. Alright, the goal is to to finish all these boys today. That's the goal. Alright, trying to find my Leander voice. It's like, it's just my voice, honestly, but just really back in my throat. Really back here in my throat. Completely overnight. Sure you are. Sure you are, kids. Sure you are. Just remember, don't make me put you in jail. We're gonna behave. Yes, all the way in the back of my throat. Gagging on it, if you will. What did I just say? Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. Let's get into this. Come on now. Gotta remember, it takes a second to load, and that's okay. Here we go. Well. Alright. Right about here, I think. That's where it lives. Why'd I do this to myself? God, can you... This is gonna fuck my throat when the full game comes out. Just like Ace. Hey! Anyways. Well. Leander chuckles as he slips his glove back on. Like no one was burned. Like no one screamed. Come on. Let's get some air. Ah, thank you for the bets. Thank you for the bets. I follow him on numb legs. The cold sandpaper against my skin. The sky yawns overhead. Blanched of warmth. Leander steps beside me, quietly. You have questions. That's one way to put it. He doesn't seem surprised. He gestures in a silent invitation to walk beside him. The brands aren't for show. They're a promise. You remember what I said? Devotion. That's what it takes. Not words. Not faith. That kid in there, he'll never be left behind again. Not unless he breaks his word. It looked like punishment. Then you didn't see what I did. I mean, I saw the look of absolute euphoria on his face, so, you know, let's call it punishment. I swallow. The taste that rises is bitter. I don't know if it comes from the memory of what I saw, or from me. Honestly, I get it. I get it. If you're going against a big overarching thing, you do, like, is it excessive? Maybe, but I don't know. If I'm getting in the mindset that I believe these guys are fighting for something and that their lives are in danger, you do kind of need some type of insurance, and it's not like you can have the guy sign an NDA. So I understand, but pain is powerful. I get it. Where I'm from, matrimonia vows are sealed in blood. Ooh, fun character backstory myself that I did not know, but also makes sense because that's what I do believe that is true of the Dothraki as well. Right. A bond that draws no blood holds no weight. Without pain, it's only an ornament. That doesn't make it right. If you don't have to hurt people, you don't have to hurt people to buy their loyalty. I can see why you'd think that. But nothing in Iridia is free. Especially not loyalty. Except for Karash's healthcare, of course. There's no meaning without sacrifice. Leander nods, clearly pleased with my response. And that's what makes us family. I chew on the implications. Then a thought rises, bitter on my tongue. Is that what you want from me? To be branded? Leander slows to a stop. If you asked for it, I wouldn't say no. But I'd hesitate, because you're different. He steps closer. The scent of sun-warmed birch and amber clings to like a second skin. I'd never want you to take the mark because you felt you had to, or because you wanted to prove yourself. You already matter to me, because you're here, giving me your time despite everything we've been through. That carries more weight than any brand. There's a pause, then a sheepish smile plays across his lips. I just don't usually let myself want things that aren't bound in vows or fire. I swallow, my throat suddenly feeling parched. I forgot to grab a drink before this shit. I know what I'm doing next break. I can relate. I knew you would. Come on. Let's walk along the bank. Pretty. The river glows under the dying light, streaked with gold and rust. It's beautiful like this, more so because of my company. The day vanished faster than I expected. I can't pretend I haven't enjoyed it, even if the Adderstone display still turns in my stomach. Leander stops. When he turns to face me, the usual ease in his posture is gone. Pali, I need to tell you something. His voice wavers. That alone sets my nerves on edge. What is it? Leander scratches at his cheek. About what I said earlier, about having information that could help you. You better not have been lying! He hesitates. A knot tightens in my gut. Leander, I wanted to give you a chance to enjoy yourself, if only for a little while. So I might have stretched things. You goddamn prick! I kick him in the shins! Stretched? I don't have a lead. Not a real one. Not yet. But I wasn't lying when I said I wanted to help you. That hasn't changed. The words pierce my heart like ice. I freeze without meaning to, as if my body's been taught to brace for this kind of pain. Then why pretend? Because I wanted to give you something I could actually promise. Time. Rest. A moment to breathe. He reaches for my hand again. The motion is gentler this time, cautious, as if he's afraid it might be too much. You've been fighting so hard. I wanted to be the person who didn't ask more of you. But I shouldn't have told you. But I should have told you. I'm sorry. His voice drops, all the brightness leaves from it. He doesn't shift, doesn't blink, just lets the words hang between us. You lied to me. I'm sorry you lied to me. I'd be fucking pissed. I wish there was an option to punch him. You lied to me. His face falls. I know. I hate that I did that. I pull my hand away from Leander's and turn to the river. The light catches the current like fire. All movement and no anchor. You said you wouldn't be like the others. But you lied like they did. You dressed in charm, offered it with a smile, and told me I could trust you. When I turn back to Leander, his mouth falls open. I've been manipulated before. The priest called it prophecy and said I was sacred. They smiled when they lied too. But I liked you. I wanted to believe you, and you made me feel stupid for that. Leander nods slowly. You deserve better than to be worshipped and lied to in the same breath. You're not easy to fool. And I never meant to try. Gods, I didn't mean for any of this to fall apart. He exhales. The sound is small, like he's holding back more than he can say. His hands fidget, unsure where to land. I should speak. I don't. Instead, I watch him, caught somewhere between fury and longing. You got into my head before I knew it, and now you're everywhere. I think of you when I wake up, when I fall asleep. It's like I've been waiting for you without even knowing it. He closes the distance between us. His hand finds my cheek and rests there, cautious but intentional. My body goes still beneath his touch. I told you, you matter to me. I don't know what to call this feeling, but it's real. I've got to... Have fun, North! Thanks for stopping by! Oh yeah, no, he fell hard. This boy's a puppy. I've been surrounded most of my life and still felt alone. With you, it doesn't feel like that. You don't have to forgive me. But I meant what I said last night. I'm not going anywhere. Not unless you tell me to. I press my lips together. I hate the feeling of heat building behind my eyes. I hate that I want to believe him. Still, my fingers twitch forward, catching the edge of his coat. I want to be close. I want to be chosen, and Leander looks at me like I already am. Leander! An adder rushes across the dirt path and skids to a halt behind him, their chest heaving. A soulless attacked! It took a child! The warmth leaves Leander in an instant, replaced by sharp intent. Where? Edge of the south quarter. It dragged him toward the old mill. I'll handle it. Keep watching the streets. If there's one, there may be more. Leander regards me with a grim expression. Sorry. We'll finish this later. I'll come with you. You don't need to. That's not the point. You value devotion. So do I. He needs a leash and a collar. Well, I mean, there are plenty of places to hook a leash, I'm just saying. He exhales through his nose. The nod he gives me is small, but it settles between us like an oath. Stay close. Follow my lead. Got it. Zell, calm yourself. Calm yourself, Zell. Just kidding. I'm impartial to Leander. No thing for broody looking guys. Here's the thing, he's not broody, he's a fucking puppy. That guy's a fucking Vatu type, he's a fall fast and stupid. Lanterns sway weakly in the wet breeze. Also welcome, Dare. We found a bend and nearly run into a crouched figure. Pale eyes gleam the light like broken glass. Your light. We came as soon as we heard. Mhin's focus cuts to me. There's no surprise in their expression. You really don't take warnings, do you? A low growl unfurls in the dark, so close a shiver runs through me. Something enormous flickers at the edge of the lantern's glow. Too fast, too fluid. Ooh, I think I'm gonna like this creature design. I spin around, heart punching hard, but dark swallows it whole before I can find it. What the hell is that? Wait! Whoa! Hello? That was who? Oh no! Oh, I can't wait for Vera's story. Oh my god! I'm a little upset if they're spoiling a bit of Varys in this story, but I'm also so excited I'm not sure I might. Not for this. A missing kid isn't worth their time. Of course not. No glory, no cenobium. This Solus isn't normal. Solus don't take, they kill. That quick and brutal without much thought. But this one took a child, and the path doubles back on itself. That's not instinct. It's intentional. Maybe it wants to be followed? Mhin nods once, their expression sharpening. Then we follow. Let's move. Mhin takes off after Leander, but I hesitate. My spine prickles with a frisson of unease. Hey, they're allowed to have multiple forms. Slowly, I appear behind me. A silent shadow looms so tall it blots out the moon. Veer's luminous eyes glitter in the dark. Watching, waiting. Oh my! Somebody call Far. Actually, no. Don't tell Far until we get to Veer's story. I want them. If I get spoiled, I want them to get the full effect. The hairs on my arms stand on end. I scramble to catch up with the others. We push deeper into the alleys bordering Lowtown, where the air curdles, thick with decay, wet stone, and a sour, cloying tang. Hot. I mean, a dull clicking pierces the dark. Oh, nice! Nice effect! The Solus drops from the wall, its spidery limbs coiled like wire. Its attention fixes on me. Pali, get back! Mhin's knife flashes. The edge catches his skin with a shriek. Like metal, but the Solus doesn't flinch. It veers sharply, limbs slicing through the air, and crashes into me before I can react. My shoulder cracks against stone. I can't breathe because of the weight on top of me. My hand breaks free. Bandages tear. Instinct moves faster than thought. My bare bum hits flesh. Hits its flesh. Oh no. Cold rips through me, pure, hollow, and all-consuming. My skull rings like struck metal. The Solus locks in place, every limb seized in silence. I shove it off, squirming free. Mhin and Leander watch in stunned silence. Now's your chance! Mhin! Mhin doesn't hesitate. Their knife sinks deep. The Solus convulses once, twice, before it slumps into a lifeless heap. What the fuck was that? I wrap my hand, but it trembles. I didn't mean to use my curse, but in all the adrenaline, it just happened. I don't know. It's my curse. We'll talk later. Both of you, look! He nods toward the corpse. I follow his gaze, and my pulse stutters. Mhin kneels beside the dead Solus, twirling its head with the flat of their blade. Its eyes are gone. There's nothing left of its eyes but hollow sockets with jagged edges, filled with pulp and blood. Then I see its claws. They're clenched around something soft. I press my boot against one hand and pry gently. Two slick orbs roll loose. They hit the stone with a wet, meaty sound. Eyes. Human eyes. Small. Fresh. Oh, fuck. I stumble backward. Leonard catches me from behind my shoulders. Sorry, about to sneeze. Trying to not sneeze. We need to find the child. Hey, Sync! Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in! Sometimes I call you Sync, sometimes I call you Abel. I am sorry. The stone is thick with blood, smeared in thick arcs leading toward a half-collapsed shack. The stench hits me like a slap. Sweet rot, damp wood. Moonlight bleeds through the cracks and thin shafts. A small boy lies crumpled in the corner. His body is twisted on itself, and his clothes are stained with blood. When I see his face, my blood runs cold. His eyes are gone, gouged clean. Raw sockets gape back up at me, red and weeping. My stomach churns. Bile floods my throat. I knew it. It tried to fix itself. What? The soulless took his eyes. Oh, it's ending there? Oh shit. Okay. Well, that's Leander's story. Fuck. That shit got dark. Dun dun dun. All right, we're doing this again. All right, actually, we're gonna go ahead and take our 3-minute now, so we have a lot more time, uninterrupted in the next story. But I'll just bring us up to the menu. We're gonna be Pally. I will get a drink. Just keep they them pronouns. Okay, so we've been. Can't remember. Do we? Yeah, no, we were just the unnamed, so let's do the alchemist for Mhin's story. Alright, and this is where we'll take our break. I believe Mhin is next, so everybody go grab a drink, go stretch your legs, go shake your ass, and we will be back in 3 minutes. Alright, and we're back. Looks like everybody should be back from ads. My own wife I saw killed me, and Nyla resubscribed for 6 months, so you do like commitment. Alright, let's move this right along. Oh wait, no. I meant yes. Damn it. Whoops. Thank you for the bets, and I got myself a little drinky drink. Alright. On to Mhin. Which is a lot less rough on my voice, having to talk in the back of my throat like that. Did you challenge Mhin? Probably. I always do be starting fights. Pretty. Oh, yeah, that sounds like me. Sunlight presses through the window. Morning has already come and gone while I was lying here staring at the ceiling, turning the same memory over in my mind. Brick crushed into my spine. Their fists gnawed into my shirt, strong enough to haul me half off the ground. It was so hot. If it's answers you want, don't look for them around me. You could get hurt. Those were the last words they gave me. I keep replaying the moment they said it, because the anger in their voice never quite covered what lay beneath it. We're both chasing the same truth, the cenobium. For a moment in that alley, it felt obvious that we could work together. Two cursed problems circling the same solution. The idea lodged in my chest before I could stop it. Then they vanished. Days have passed since then. I keep expecting to spot that sharp silhouette in a crowd or hear their voice cut through the noise of Lowtown. It never happens. The absence only sharpens the conclusion waiting at the center of all this circling. If answers exist, they're sealed inside that tower. Which means I need to get inside. All right, little bit of B&E, let's go! The climb through Hightown is stiller than it should be. Balconies arch like fossil petals. Gilded walkways serve beneath glass lanterns long since gone dark. Stone lines leer from garden walls dusted in soot. It's beautiful in the way ruins are, grand and gutless. I have no idea what it used to be like. Only the weight of what should fill it. Boots hammer the street ahead of me. A column of figures in white armor surges into view. Cenobium guards driving forward with clipped urgency. Instinct jerks my shoulders tight, yet they charge past without a glance and disappear around the bend. I wait until their footfalls fade, then follow. The road spills into a circular terrace where the guards have formed a ring around a dark shape on the ground. Blood streaks the tiles in violent arcs. At the center lies what remains of a body collapsed in a ruin of torn flesh and splintered bone. Flesh puckers where it has been torn. One arm is missing. A boot remains, laced with care, now slick with congealed red. The smell hits next. Thick rot and copper flooding the air until each breath drags across the back of my throat. A young guard bends over and retches behind their helm. The others hold formation while voices slip through their ranks, too low for me to catch. A handful of citizens cling to the edge of the terrace, drawn close despite the horror before them. God spare us! It happened again! So it's reached Hightown now. The stone beneath the remain bears deep gouges carved into the tile. Long slashes driven into the cobbles with brutal force. Dark feathers drift through the blood. Their edges are shredded. Some end in wicked barbs. Others lie snapped in half. All of you, clear the area! The command slices through the murmuring crowd and sends people peeling back at once. The two clerics stride through the ring of guards, boots grinding feathers and gore into the stone. One of them I recognize as from my second day in Iridia. Good grief, another one. We need that dog of yours, Basilia. Basilia leans towards the other cleric and answers too hushed for me to catch. I hover where I am, curiosity pulling one way while instinct begs me not to be noticed. Eavesdrop the cleric question the bystanders. I'm gonna do the stupid decision. I'm gonna eavesdrop on the clerics. After I take a sip. Watch me pick another decision that just ends the game because I die. Oh, hello, Prompto. I pet. Right. Enough people still loiter at the edge of the terrace that I could slip among them without drawing much notice. But you know what he's going to say. The trial always goes cold in the crypts. It's different this time.
Oh, thank you for the pets.
This was one of us, an Inquisitor. That single world turns the scene grim. Shoulders lock. Even Basilio looks shaken. Oh, let me pass on the pets. Here you go, baby. Alright. Inquisitor. I know the title from my studies. Cenobium agents trained in suppression work. Disciplined enough to inspire fear, even among their own. I ease back into the crowd and let the oppressive bodies swallow me again. Whatever carved that corpse open has turned the street into a spectacle, and the guards keep arriving in stiff white ranks. That chaos may be the only gift I'll get. While the Cenobium's attention fixes on the killing, it gives me the opening to get past the gates. I pull my hood further down and step away, quickly continuing my ascent towards the spire. I stop short of the bars, careful not to brush the iron. Through the gaps, the world glows with cultivated elegance. Columns rise. Bro! I wasn't expecting that. Hold on. Oh god. Okay. Oh. Is that your way of telling me you like the stream, pet? I cast magician spell, brah. Amazing.
I'm here. We'll be focusing on work though. Hi all.
Oh, thank you for, oh my goodness. Thank you for, 1, for the redeem message, and 2, for the 8 months in a row of subscriptions, Rando. So you do like commitment. We're having an active day today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I've got a very, very needy cat in my lap. I've got bras being thrown, and I've got a goo. I've got a goo that is helping me read messages. Thank you so much. Oh, here we go. And now he's climbing my shoulder, and I can't even show it because for some reason the button's not working. Every day there's something new. Every day. Alright, back to this. I stop short of the bars, careful not to brush the iron. Through the gaps, the world glows with cultivated elegance. Columns rise through manicured groves with delicate blossoms falling across fast. Thank you for the pets. Academics in white weave between the trees, deep in conversation, untouched by the filth below. I used to dream of this place. My teacher described it in such detail. I could sketch its halls with my eyes closed, but standing here, I feel none of that certainty. I do like that. Definitely this time, I feel like we're getting a lot more like flavor from our background, at least. Maybe nothing mechanically. I mean, it's not like there's a lot of mechanics, but definitely like I can feel the influence of what I picked a lot more than the demo, and I can really appreciate that. All right. You there! Step away from the gate! A guard steps forward from the shadows of the archway. Damn. I guess this nobody has more than a few to spare. If you have business, state it. If not, turn around. Standing his crime down. Sorry, can you help me? I mean, I'm trying to do something. Yeah, like I like seeing them. Sorry, can you help me? I was told the Cenobium might know how to treat an illness. The tower isn't a refuge for the broken. It's a sanctum. We don't open our doors to every stray who wanders uphill. Move along. The gate won't open for you. His stare seems fixed on me while I step away from the gate, and it takes a surprising amount of strength to keep my temper from spilling out. I didn't claw my way across Iridia just to stop at a locked door. There has to be another path inside those walls. I followed the curve of the outer wall until I'm hidden from view. Here, the snowboom's careful order begins to fray. Dense greenery presses against the marble while ivy twists across smooth surfaces. I could try to climb, but the wall carries a pristine finish that sets my nerves on edge. When something looks too polished, it's likely warded. It won't work. It won't work. Oh! I turn sharply and come face to face with Mhin's familiar glare. Naturally, they appear the moment I stop looking. Strip away the cloak and they're almost unrecognizable, except for that stubborn scowl. With the other extra layers, they seem strangely exposed. I wasn't doing anything! Are you following me? Did you try it already? Really? Did you try it already? I catch the irritating bulge on their face before it locks back into place. Doesn't matter. The wards are active. Anyone who gets close will burn before reaching the top. I could tell it was a waste of time before I got that far. I studied them in silence. For days I kept circling the memory of that alley, and where our goals lined up for one fragile moment. Seeing them here confirms suspicion that refused to leave me alone. Mhin wants inside the Cenobium as badly as I do. I have a better idea then. Mhin exhales through their nose. Maybe not better, just more likely to work. Which is why I was hoping to find you. Me? They nod once. I have a lead you may find useful. Not here. It requires privacy. What kind of... They move before I can finish the sentence, already turning away from the wall and heading down the path. I watch them go while annoyance and curiosity wrestle in my chest. The certainty that I will fall sits plainly in the way they walk. I'll make them say please. I mean... Do I have the ability to make them say please? Oh, I'm so tempted. I fold my arms and remain planted where I stand. Mhin slows after a few steps. Their shoulders twitch before setting into a reluctant stillness. Well, are you coming or not? Not going to say please? Hey, Umbro, welcome in! We're in the middle of Mhin's story. Their eyes narrow with a sour, caustic glare. Ooh, I hope you... I don't know if you posted in the Discord yet, but I hope I'll get to see them eventually. No. We linger there in brittle silence. Fine. They start walking again, I follow. Dragging this out won't help either of us. I need answers, and Mhin clearly stands closer to them than anyone else I've met. Damn! Damn! I wanted to see them flustered. See, that's the thing. Mhin, if I could get Mhin flustered, I think Mhin would would be like a big pick for me, but they're just so composed all the time. Mhin leads me through the coiling streets of Iridia, up and down steep hills and alleys that reek in the afternoon heat. Every time I think we're close to stopping, they change direction with no explanation. Their route bends like water, aimless and winding. I want to rage bait them so bad! The challenge will make the victory all the sweeter. By the time Mhin finally stops in a cramped alley that It looks no different from the dozen before it. My patience has worn thin enough to snap. Is this private enough for your liking? It'll have to do, I suppose. They refuse to meet my eyes. The weight shifts again, then again. I wait for them to speak, yet the words never come. Yes, you have the cutest reactions, Bar. Also, welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. I think there's stuff coming up that you might enjoy. I wait for them to speak, yet the words never come. Well? What? What's the opportunity? Are you stalling? What's the opportunity? What's the opportunity? Come on! What's the opportunity you mentioned? Mhin's shoulders stiffen as though the question presses against a bruise. Right. That. I was about to explain. Hey! Wait. You bought an egg. Why does that look like you're spraying me? Is viewer attack fucking up again? Viewer attack! You tricked me! Well, trick's on you! I have an even better spray now, and you didn't even use it. Haha. Right, Matt, I was about to explain. Listen, you want to get into the Snowbeam, right? To find answers for... They lift their hand and make a vague arc in my direction. Whatever it is you're dealing with. I start to answer, but Mhin rushes past the interruption. Their speech picked... Ah, no! Why? That wasn't even before! Ah! Why am I being punished? What did I do? I'm being bullied! I took a job. High pay. Stealing an item from a Snowbeam event. But I can't pull it off alone. Thank you, Reiki. Everybody's being so mean to me. The job depends on forged identities. The client secured 2 invitations that must be used together. Together? Why not attend alone? Mhin turns their face away. Because the invitations belong to a pair of newlywed researchers. Oh my gosh! One second. We got a fake marriage drop! Holy shit! With Mhin? That is honestly shocking to me. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Arriving without the other would draw attention that ruins the disguise. I stare at them while the meaning sinks in. The explanation feels absurd enough to qualify as a joke, yet Mhin offers no sign of humor. Their fingers pick at the lacing on their sleeves, tightening and loosening until the knots shift, crook beneath their hands. You told me to stay away. Why ask me of all people? Why do you need this job? Ooh, which one? Which one? I'm deliberating, sorry. It is not your dinner time yet. Behave. I think why ask me of all people? That's the firm part of me. Like you have so many friends. You have so many friends that you hate. You could have asked any of them. Why ask me, of all people? You're new in Iridia. No one knows your face. That anonymity is worth more than you realize. Remain close to me. Allow me to handle the conversation. Say as little as possible. Leanna shows up with her wife. I want to see that fan art! One thing I want to point out is in this scenario, we're both non-binary. So it's just like, I can't imagine the conversation that's going to go like, well, okay, so which one of us wears what? And the other one like, I don't know. Their eyes flick towards me again, calculating. This puts you in the same room as Cenobium clerics. That's far better than reckless stunt, whatever reckless stunt you are planning. My so I feel that. Oh, I get to ask all of them. Okay, cool. You told me to stay away from you. Did you forget? The mouth twitches, like they're about to deny it. Then they just sigh. No, I didn't forget. I meant what I said that night. But this is different. I need to do this job. They glance back at me through their lashes, but don't hold a look for long. So, we work together, we finish it, and then we never have to speak again. Why do you need this job? I feel like the order I went in for this is very appropriate. Why do you need this job? You don't sound thrilled about it. I need the payment. For what? That's none of your concern. I fold my arms and lean back against the wall. It becomes my concern the moment I'm the one helping you do this. Sorry, I feel like they would speak quietly, so I think I end up doing that. I try to curb it, but... The alley goes silent. Mhin says nothing, their fingers fidgeting. What, do you owe someone money? Min's head snaps towards me. No, obviously not. The answer comes too fast. I'm not that careless. I'm just running low. I blink at them. The words take a moment to settle, and when they do, my annoyance gives way to disbelief. Mhin sees it immediately. Why are you looking at me like that? Are you broke? Their lips draw into a hard line. No answer follows. What is that name? Like, Lizzie Giles? Like, oh, honey, do you need some money? Someone grab my bag. Enough questions. Are you in or not? Their tone is clipped, but their expression betrays them. Their gaze lingers on mine a moment too long, steady and expectant. They want me to say yes. And truthfully, it is the best offer I've had since arriving in Iridia. Yeah, I've been lied to. I've been whored out. I've been accosted by an angel. A lot of shit's gone down. This is the closest anyone's gotten me to shit, so... God knows what's gonna happen to me in Veer's story. Well, sounds kind of fun. Sounds kind of fun. I'm in. Mhin blinks. Their mouth parts, words caught somewhere behind their teeth. Yes! 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 Give me a reaction! Anything! What? I didn't think you'd agree. Not so quickly, at least. You aren't wrong about me needing answers. If this gets me closer to the Cenobium, I'm not about to waste the chance. Unless there's a hidden catch you forgot to mention. No, nothing like that. We still need to complete the job. The client wants a particular artifact taken from the event discreetly. As long as you're my cover, I can handle that part. A few researchers will be there. Maybe ones who have information you're looking for. Works for me. They nod again, but their feet stay planted. Their focus drops to the moss threading through the mortar. They push their hand toward me without warning. Their fingers clutch a fold of worn leather. I don't care why you cover your hands. Just don't give the Cenobium a reason to stare. Wear these. I reach for the offering. The gloves are soft, broken in by time and care. Fine seams run along each finger, threaded with burnished copper that catches stray light. They feel too fine to be passed off so easily. The weight of them rests in my palm. These feel expensive. These feel expensive. I don't think I can take them. It's fine. I don't spend much. Didn't you say you were running low? Mhin stiffens. For a moment they look almost annoyed with themselves, like the detail slipped out before they had time to stop it. I lied. I have plenty of money. Why are you arguing with me? Do you want them or not? I press the gloves slightly against my chest and laugh under my breath. Okay, I'll take them. Thank you. They're beautiful. Their eyes dart away at once, though not before I catch the small twitch at the corner of their mouth. They're just gloves. Don't make a big deal out of it. Mochi, mochi, mochi! They hesitate. But I'm glad you like them. I thought the stitching might suit you. I slide the gloves on. They mold perfectly to my fingers, the leather warm and pliant, loose enough to hide the bandages underneath. Mhin carried these the whole time. They must have bought them earlier, long before I agreed to help. Maybe even before we spoke today. What do you mean, maybe? What, do you think they just went to a store in the middle of the conversation and we didn't notice? A quiet ache spreads through my chest. How'd you know my size? I didn't. I guessed. Their face says they're deflecting again. Okay. I'm starting to feel the Mhin. Look how cute. Now, they obviously are sporting a little bit of a crush. Look at the cute little blushes. I'm feeling it. Their hand closed around mine after the Solus fell, gripped steady despite the carnage, their icy eyes unflinching while the alley ran slick with blood. They are blushing. They're more attentive than I realized. You're observant. You're more observant than you let on. Mhin shifts, caught off guard. Their arms fold across their chests. I was lucky, I guess. Don't get smug about it. Their face skips aside, voice dropping a notch. Anyway, the gloves fit. That's what matters. Mhin clears their throat and straightens. Right. We need to move. Why? When's the party? Now. You couldn't! I need clothes! I need a suit! I need to do my makeup! Do you know how long that takes? I know you do! Look at that liner! Bitch! Putting me at a disadvantage. I need time to build up social energy! What? It started yesterday. It's in Hightown. Don't we need costumes? Fancy outfits? Limitations are for traveling researchers. No one expects formal wear. You're fine as you are. I balk. This is too fast. Isn't this Cenobium too dangerous for this to be so easy? Mhin noticed my hesitation. Their voice drops a soft, genuine whisper. Trust me. The words are simple, though strain hides beneath the calm. They know what they're asking. Trust isn't cheap in this city. It isn't cheap anywhere. I pour over them, the tension of their jaw, the faint color warming their cheeks. All right. Lead the way. They smile, and a small weight lifts inside my chest. I smile back, surprised by how easy it feels. I keep my head lowered while we climb through Hightown's polished streets, trying not to stand out like a stray weed planted in careful soil. I am a little sad that means we're not getting a Mhin costume change. I bet that would have looked great. They're lucky they're cute. Mhin walks beside me with a distant air, their focus towards the high facades and carved balconies. What are the names on the invitations? They blink, pulled abruptly from their thoughts. Just surnames. Idris. No first names? What if they ask? Who cares? Pick something dull. People lose interest fast when you're boring. I grimace. That's not going to cut it. I'll be Blanche. I'll be Diggory. Okay. I'm gonna roll for this one, actually. Where's my dice? Where'd it go? Well, I have a squishy D20 that I'll use. Okay. Odds, Blanche, even, Diggory. Even, it's Diggory! I'll be Diggory. I'll be Diggory. Like a researcher that digs in dirt. Get it? Mhin stops so abruptly I nearly walk straight into them. They turn with slow precision and stare at me. What? If we want this to work, we can't cut corners. We need to know exactly who we're pretending to be. It isn't theater. It's a job. Well, it's kind of both. Our job is to sell the Newlywed Act. You're not making any sense. They pivot and march ahead, every step stiff with irritation. I follow behind, half expecting the rest of the walk to pass in silence. I know, I'm like, come on, we gotta role play this shit, come on! A few paces later, their voice drifts back towards me, low and dry. If you're Diggory, then I'm Killian. Oh, why the name Killian? Because I'll kill you if this doesn't work. I stare at them for a long moment. Was that a joke? Did they tell a little joke? I didn't know you had a sense of humor. Prompto, no. The corner of their mouth lifts. Then you should say, stealing my character's in. Then you should pay closer attention. We venture deeper into Hightown. Gleaming tiles stretch beneath our feet, patterned with inlaid gold and dark marine glass. They have such a cute smile. No. Mhin slows as the building comes into view. It towers above the street with arrogance, washed in an amber lantern glow that spills down its broad steps. The air hums with laughter tangled with the clink of glass. A breeze brings the sense of perfume and powdered sugar. Ready? Let's do it. They slip a hand inside their pocket and produce 2 folded invitations, the paper creased with careful handling. As we near the entrance, the doorman gives us a perfunctory glance, then allows us inside without a word. The air shifts the moment we cross the threshold. It's cooler in here, buzzing with voices that never learn to whisper. Sunlight floods into the glass dome overhead, illuminating a statue of a woman with twin sickles, arms spread in silent judgment over the milling crowd. Pretty! It's very pretty! The steps falter under the weight of it all. My steps falter under the weight of it all. I can't read. Beside me, Mhin pauses as well, subtle awe across their features. Alright, now try to look like you enjoy my company. Think you can manage that? Only if you stop talking. Hello there. Your face I hadn't seen before. The voice slices clean through the surrounding chatter. A woman approaches draped in gray silk edge with pearl feather trim. Her champagne glass tilts towards us in an idle gesture. Her attention moves across us with a careful interest. I don't believe we've met. Which division are you with? Us? We're researchers. The Idris ones. Traveling researchers. Min's posture goes rigid beside me. So much for confidence. I step forward before their nerves betray us completely. We're Cenobium Contracted Division 7. Ooh! I'm probably gonna go with the red one, but we specialize in fogfall behavior studies. Don't mind my partner. I'm Diggory. We're Cenobium Contracted Division 7. Artifact trace auditing. It's all quite boring, to be honest with you. A small pause follows. She tips her head, intrigued. Division 7? I don't believe I've heard of it. That's what everyone keeps telling us. Most of our team would kill for an excuse to leave the inner halls. Especially my darling Killian. They barely remember what's Especially my darling Killian. They barely remember what sunlight looks like. Color climbs into Min's cheeks. The woman smiles, clearly entertained. Shiny red flavor text. Then I won't delay you. Enjoy your evening. She eases back into the crowd. The tension leaves Mhin in slow increments. They guide us toward the edge of the hall where the crush of voices thins and the music dulls. That was horrible. They glance my way, then quickly focus on floor as if the tiles demand urgent inspection. You handled that better than I did. Thanks. The voice lacks its usual edge, a rare sincerity taking its place. You do the same for me, assuming you ever learn how to act. A short snort escapes them, and their mouth bends into a quick, unguarded smile. I wouldn't have thought to say Division 7. That was clever. Maybe I should learn, in case we ever need to play these roles again. Silence pulls between us, gentle and comforting amidst the bustle of the party. Think you can keep the act going for the rest of the night? I think so. Their fingers twitch behind their back, no doubt messing with their sleeves again. I start to recognize the habit. It appears whenever nerves creep in. Take their hand, pointed out. I'm gonna take their hand. We're newlyweds after all. I reach back and fold my fingers through theirs. Their breath hitches. You're going to shred that sleeve. Let's go, let go, and breathe. I didn't realize I was doing that. That's why I'm here. Ooh, hand-holding, how scandalous. You're more observant than you let on. I flash a grin, pleased to hear my own words turned back on me. That makes two of us. A waiter passes with a silver tray, each pastry a jeweled confection glazed in glassy sugar and studded with crushed fruit and candied spices. Oh, I want pastries! Oh my god! Oh my god, Zell! One of our favorite bakeries, I'll just say the initials PB, has a new menu that I want to try so bad! I'm dying! Mhin plucks one from the tray. Instead of eating it, they turn towards me. Google it! Google what their specials are! Google and weep! Open. Their arm curves around my waist, guiding me gently against their side. Ooh! My heart stumbles. I notice the warmth of their body first, then the whisper of silk shifting against silk. Lantern light gathers across their shoulders in a radiant halo. Wait, I mean... Their real name forms where I left before I can catch it. Heat climbs up my neck. You want me to eat from your hand? A faint, almost mischievous smile spreads across their face at my reaction. Oh, they like to tease too! Oh no, we can't be together! We would be such a messy pair! I'm learning how to act, remember? For the job. Let them feed you, feed yourself. I mean, I'm here. Oh, Prompto. If you behave, I'll feed you the next break, okay? For someone to feed me? I don't know how I'd feel about feeding by the hand. I feel like, I don't know how I feel about that. But while we're here, while we're in this romance, I will go for it. I lean forward and part my lips. Mhin hesitates. The pause lasts barely a breath before they gather their resolve and lift the pastry toward me with careful fingers. Behave. The shell breaks beneath my teeth. Butter spreads warmly across my tongue, while a delicate mousse dissolves into sweetness bright with fruit I can't place. No! This is torture! This isn't a fantasy, this is torture! I want pastries! I never tasted food this rich. I know! I love mousse! Mhin washes from beneath pale lashes. They try to keep their composure, though a faint flush gathers across their cheeks. I didn't think you'd actually eat it. What did you expect me to do? I don't know. Maybe hesitate. Oh my god, they're so adorable. I would kiss their cheek. Their voice trails off. Our eyes meet. Only then do I notice how little space separates us. Their arm still rests around my waist, their warmth steady against my side. The closeness should feel strange. Instead, it feels comfortable, almost grounding. Oh yes. Oh yes. Food play! Yes! Okay, now this I would do! Sorry for my evil cackle. Taking a sip. Why is this red? Why do I only get this, though? Because that kid tells me that it's a special thing. Did I unlock this somehow? Did you not get this, Zell? No! That got pretty real fast. It is a non-binary X non-binary ship. That makes it the ultimate gay. I will take no further questions on the matter. I think you've been trying so hard to tease them. Maybe. See, being a bully is a good thing! Alright. Well, I mean, we all know what I'm doing. Mhin draws their hand back at once, the motion quick and awkward, like they suddenly remembered where we are. A scattered sugar clings to their fingertips, fine crystals left behind by the pastry. Oh, wait. Wait, no. No, I'm allowed to be the bully. This applies to no one else. Anyway, we should... Wait. My hand closes around their wrists before they can retreat. Oh, so it's not even like a quick thing. I'm like, I am making this happen. Making this happen. Minstrels, they peer at me warily. What? I lift their hand. Their breath falters when my mouth nears their fingers. My tongue brushes across the sugar, dusting their fingertip. The crystals melt at once, dissolving into sweetness against my tongue. Mhin jerks, startled by the contact. What are you doing? You've got sugar on your fingers. The hand trembles slightly in my grasp. The muscle tightens, caught between retreat and surrender. I make the choice for them. My lips close around the tip of their finger and suck gently. Yes! Min's entire body locks in place while their eyes widen, stunned and unguarded, the noise of the party receding behind the pulse in my ears. Pali. That's not my name. Min's brows knot as embarrassment surges through their expression. Diggory. I think the sugar's gone now. I release their hands slowly. Mhin stares down at their fingers as if they belong to someone else entirely. I think it's appropriate. Color climbs their throat and spills across their cheeks. Their eyes flicker to my mouth, then away again. A quiet satisfaction rises in my chest that I managed to reverse their power play so effectively. Their arm eases from my waist, but not all the way. Their hand remains low on my back. As much fun as this is, we really should find that artifact. Do you know what it looks like? Oh, right. Their voice dips, faintly wistful, like the thought of returning to the task leaves a bitter taste. They liked that. I do. It should be at the back of the exhibit hall. I nod, not ready to let the closest vanish so soon. I reach for the hand and weave our fingers together, guiding them towards the arched hall beyond the crowd. I'm sure I'm sure the full game we'll be able to find out. A wink-a-wunk. The exhibit stretches. Goddamn! I can read. I swear to God. The exhibits stretch through a maze of polished rooms. Actually, you know what? I'm also going to clip that. I think that might end up being a clip. We'll see how I feel about it later. All right. The exhibit stretched through a maze of polished rooms, each one curated for opulence more than insight. Mhin drinks in the room, genuine awe playing across their features. You said it was near the back, right? We would take the long way, play our part, lurk near a few exhibits. Yes. The reply comes too fast, too eager. I mean, sure, that makes sense. Good plan. You pick. I watch the tips of their ears flush. Fondness swells inside me as I look around the room. Pick the camera. I'll seriously get the... Ooh, jellyfish! Jellyfish! I guide Mhin towards the jellyfish installation. It hangs, suspended in a glass display case in the center of the atrium. Its tendrils are coiled tight, its pallid dome brushing the curved edge of the glass above. Its tendrils are coiled tight. Oh, I guess. Okay, I see. It just took a while to change. This is a genus 4 bluetail. Never thought I'd see one in person. The bell is ghostly and smooth, but near the base, a single cloudy eye sits. It feels wrong somehow. Almost human. Strange. For some reason I thought they looked different. Mhin motions towards the cloudy eye. It's because the eye is a transplant. Real Bloomtails are blind. The Cenobium implants synthetic body parts in the display sometimes. Not sure why. Isn't it kind of odd to alter a key trait of a specimen just to display it? Mhin grazes the glass with bare knuckles. The reflection flickers across the curved surface. Still, it's beautiful. I hate how much it is. The jellyfish glows under the exhibition lights, faintly pulsing. I glance at Mhin. They look up, almost breathless, watching without blinking. When they catch me staring, they hasten to clear their throat. Sorry. I tend to get a little carried away in places like this. Their hand finds mine in again, almost absent-mindedly. I don't mind. I like the way you light up when you're interested in things. Don't look that closely. Look, there's the artifact we need. Mhin leads me toward an alcove tucked behind a curtain, half hidden from the wandering crowd. The artifact resembles a miniature tree forged in burnished metal. Crystals bloom from each limb, radiant and unnaturally precise. Few seem to notice it, even fewer care to look. Oh, it definitely feels like we're just on a date. I love it. My mouth goes dry as I take in the size of the display. Are we supposed to take the whole thing? No, just a crystal. Mhin's hand grows tense in mine. They quickly scan the room. Good. No witnesses. I'll go for one near the roots, so it's less visible. Watch my back. Their fingers trail down my wrist before pulling away. I feel the absence as they step away towards the display. They crouch low beside the display, careful hands working through the lattice of metal branches. What looked rigid begins to loosen under Min's touch. One crystal struggles to come free of its socket. I drift towards the doorway and plant myself there, pretending to admire a nearby plaque while guests wander past behind me. Blech. When I steal another glance at my shoulder, Min's still crouched over the sculpture, and the crystal hasn't moved much at all. And now for a bonus attraction. If you follow me this way to the most recent addition to our gallery. The docent's eyes carry... goddamn. The docent's voice carries easily through the gallery. A swell of footsteps follows, growing louder with every passing heartbeat. Shit. Yeah, honestly, like, I definitely would have pegged you as a main person, but also, I do know you love your good boys. Like, I feel like you either like the types that are, like, very, neutral-faced and cute, or the good boys. I don't know if you agree with that. And also, like, one of your boys doesn't even fall into that, so... Everybody's tastes are whims. Shit. A cold knot twists in my stomach. Warning. Mhin won't solve the problem. If anyone notices that sculpture shifting, our cover collapses in seconds. We need privacy. Just a minute, maybe two. Take drastic measures. I mean, I don't see any of the options. Oh, hello, Prompto. All right, we're gonna take our break now really quickly. I'm gonna feed Prompto, and we're gonna leave it this cliffhanger, cause I think that would be hoo-hoo funny. All right, I will see you guys in 3. How about you all play ball? Damn, that was so close. That was so close. Oh, Nyla, I feel for you. That shot. Oh, you were so close. Will anyone ever be able to defeat Far? No, I wouldn't say you're bad at it. Far is just ridiculous. All right, we ready for the exciting conclusion? All right. You hush, fucking professional artist over here, goddamn. Ahem. I cross the room quickly and touch Min's shoulder. They jolt upright at once. Their hands slip free of the sculpture when I pull them gently towards me. I lean close so my words stay between us. Ha! Yes! Kiss me! Min's eyes, they widen further, color already arising across their cheeks. I don't have a clever plan waiting reserve. Panic bursts through my chest and one reckless thought takes control. I step between them and the doorway. Now! The docent rounds the corner. Mhin suddenly kisses me. Huh! No, I feel like the commercial break was worth it. Well placed. Can you imagine if we had gotten a break literally in the middle of the kiss? I expected hesitation. I expected them to freeze and whisper questions while the gallery watched us fall apart. Instead, they trust me. That trust hits harder than the panic ever did. Thanks for the bets. My heart skips while their lips press against mine, softer than they have of any right to be. Their shoulders stay tense beneath my hands, braced as if they expect me to pull away at any moment. But I drape my arms around their neck and draw them closer. Their hands slide to the nape of my neck. Trembling fingers settle there and tilt my head, urging the kiss deeper. I thought I could fake this and walk away untouched. The idea feels ridiculous now. Mhin bought gloves for me without asking for thanks. They trusted me with this plan. They looked at me tonight with real hope in their pale eyes. Now they're kissing me like trusting was the easiest choice in the world. The gallery falls silent as the last footsteps fade down the corridor. The distraction worked. We part, though only by a breath. Min's face burns bright. Their gaze drops to my mouth, jerks away, then wanders back again with helpless fascination. I got it. The crystal, I mean, and the guest left, so we should probably... The sentence collapses halfway through. Their hand slips from my collar. I remain frozen in place. My lips still feel warm. Now that is a convincing performance. I have a guess. A voice falls from the doorway. Stunned, I turn around. Okay. Nope. Wrong guess. It's like it was so snarky. I was like, please be fair. We had someone in the cock chair! A man stands in full Cenobian white, not a guard. His robes are immaculate, with silver trim that catches the light like frost. Mhin opens her mouth to speak, but the man lifts one hand in a placating gesture. I'm not here to pull anyone's ear. I simply remember faces, and yours aren't in the registry. I won't make a scene. If I wanted to report you, I would have done so already. He steps inside, his attention shifting to the sculpture. A small cloth appears from his sleeve, and he brushes dust from the pedestal with care. I oversaw the commission decades ago, and I never did give it the prominence it deserves. We weren't trying to. I know. You are curious and dedicated. That already puts you in better company than most with clearance. He praises Mhin, then me. There's no accusation, just interest. You're not going to turn us in? For what? Curiosity? False names? I've seen worse from actual initiates. The fact that you got this far says more about our gatekeeping than your motives. Why help us? Because the snowbeam has grown too fond of locks. It forgets what knowledge is for. Maybe it needs a few ghosts in the walls. A hush that falls over the chamber. My stomach twists as it dawns on me that I finally found it. A Cenobium scholar, eager to talk. This might be my only chance to get answers. I crossed the waste for this moment. I nearly died for it. I step forward, nerves knotting in my throat. Please, would you help us again? He glances at me with one brow raised as I force out the words, raw and aching with desperation. There is something inside me, twisted and wrong, and it won't let go. The Cenobium won't see me, but would you? His expression shifts. He says nothing, only looks from me to Mhin. Then he reaches into his coat and pulls out a small, folded square of parchment. The script he writes is fluid, precise, almost too elegant for mortal hands. This is my private office. Off the record, I'll be there tomorrow. He presses the paper into my palm and folds my glove of fingers over it. Keep it safe, will you? His smile is solemn and sympathetic. I kept your secret. I trust you to keep mine. My eyes sting. I blink hard, but the heat stays lodged in my throat. Thank you. The words feel too small, fragile, compared to the weight of the paper now cradled in my palm. Mhin steps forward, their posture taut with restraint, but there's a strange reverence in their expression. Really? Thank you. The man nods once, his mouth curving in the faintest smile. Then he turns back to the sculpture, as though we were never here. I grasp Mhin's hand and tug gently. Together slip out of the room and into the shadowed gallery beyond. We keep our heads low. A few guests glance our way, but lose interest quickly. Neither of us breathe easy until we've crossed the last of the bridges into Lowtown. Only then, under the wide expanse of the night sky, does my voice stumble free. We did it! We really did. They slow at last, and the tension bleeds from their shoulders. I match their pace as the city dims behind us. A sharp, clean breeze cuts across the riverbank. A relief that the ever-present heat and overwhelming noise of the gallery. A relief after the ever-present heat and overwhelming noise of the gallery. I draw in a lungful and exhale through a grin. I can't believe it. You got your artifact. I got a lead. Not just a lead. An invitation. That's significant. It went better than I imagined. Still, the job's not over until we make the handoff. They fall quiet, their brow furrowed. I don't think I could have pulled this off alone, so thank you. I should thank you. You make a good team. You actually kissed me. I think I will say we make a good team. We make a good team. They let out a breath that almost sounds like a laugh. A real one. Maybe we do. The kiss sold it, I think. They glance away, but not before I catch the corner of their mouth curving. Tactical genius. Focus. Like I said, the job's not over until we make the handoff. Right. Let's finish this. Then takes a sharp turn down a dingy lane. This is the spot. It's empty, but not for long. A figure slinks out from the street, silhouetted by oily lamp glow. There you are. I almost thought you'd gotten caught. He wears a plain cloak, but I can see the glimmer of silk and brocade under it. He might well be from Hightown, too. You have it, and nobody saw you? Yes, I have the crystal, and no, nobody noticed. Mhin draws the crystal from under their cloak and takes a step closer to him. The client lunges, and a sharp gasp cracks through the silence like a whip. A flash of silver, then Mhin staggers back, their eyes wide. They glance down, crimson studs rapidly blooming around the knife buried in their gut. You bastard! I figured, but god damn it! I didn't think they'd get hit. No! The client's hand is still in the hilt. He twists and pulls down hard to one side. The smell of fresh, steaming blood hits me immediately. Thank you for a job well done. Mhin doesn't even have a chance to speak. They crumple like a doll, blood and intestines spilling out onto the street. Oh, God! I'm still staring at their body, reeling when he turns on me. Can't have anyone going crying to Mommy Abbess. Don't take this personally. Check on Mhin to fight the client. Ugh. Last time I picked fight during anything, I straight up died. And I am also really worried about Mhin. So, yeah. If I die saving Mhin, then I die. I'm gonna check on Mhin. That's my instinct. I'm gonna do it. I move on instinct, barely registering the man's word. I'm already reaching for Mhin. He steps between us, the blood-eddy knife still gleaming in his hand. Move! I don't care if I die doing it. I have to reach them. He circles me, his knife held low and confidently, like he's done this before. Don't worry. I'll make it quick. He may not be a monster, but ordinary humans are lethal enough as it is. Especially when they're armed with something sharp. Behind the client, something catches my eye. Mhin rolls over. I must be hallucinating. I saw them get stabbed. I saw them fall with the finality of someone who wasn't getting back up. And yet, they push themselves up on one elbow. Mhin makes a noise like they're crushing glass in their throat. A horrible, wet, gurgling shriek tearing free. What the? Banshee! Yes! More tier 2s! Clap, 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 clap. Very nice! Very nice! Min's limbs contort. I was wondering if they were responsible for the murder earlier. I'm glad I was right! Their back arches unnaturally, bones shifting beneath skin. Maybe tier 3. They could be a tier 3. Dark feathers puncture their joints and fan outward. Skin tears, muscle splits. There are screams shake the street. Their face breaks open. Oh, a hook beak bursts free. Tier 3, motherfucker! And depending how much, maybe even a tier 4. The client doesn't scream. He barely blinks before talons strike. His chest gapes open from chin to hip. Oh, that's a full-on tier 4, baby! That's a full-on tier 4! Let's go! Hot! Very hot! Big smash! Hello, wood! Hello, wood! I remain frozen with my back pressed to the wall, watching what Mhin has become. This one wins, everyone else go home. Half of me feels relieved, the other half filled with dread. You saved me. With an ear-splitting scream, Mhin brings both talon fists down on the client's crumpled body. They twist violently, and the client's arm rips free of their shoulder with a sound like wet, tearing cloth. Mhin flings it against a wall. I recoil. I now know with six certainty what tore apart the Inquisitor in the square this morning. The next swipe of talons nearly takes my head off. I scramble out of the way as they lash out wildly, gouging stone pavement and brick walls. We've got like Fallon from Dungeon Meshi meets Hal from Howl's Moving Castle in the best fucking way. As they thrash, tar black ichor oozes from their body. It coats their feathers and pours from their split jaw. Mhin, please stop! There's no recognition in those eyes, no hint of familiarity. This isn't a monster or a soulless. It's something else entirely. A creature stumbles. The creature stumbles. It grabs its skull as if trying to squeeze thought back into bone. Its cries twist into choked sobs. So sad, but also so horny. I can't run. Not without drawing its attention. I only have one chance. One desperate gamble that might get me out of this alive. Touch Mhin. No! What is... I don't want to hurt Mhin! No! Oh no! Oh no! It's not giving me a choice. What if I just quit right now? What if I quit, just quit right now? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What if I just Alt F4? We gotta... Alright, guys. Add prompto, don't you dare. Yesterday when I was in the middle of the walk, prompto stepped directly on the power button. So just like, yup. You behave. Alright. Alright. Here we go. See you on the other side. I yank off the gloves Mhin gave me earlier, clumsily ripping my bandages off along with them. Darting under the creature's flailing wings, I press my palm to its body. For a moment, I feel numb, as though my body is attempting to process what I'm feeling, before I'm struck with a sensation like nothing I've ever felt before. Pure agony. I can't think. I can't breathe. Every nerve in my body lights up with a million stabs of white-hot pain, and it's driven everything else out of my head. I might be screaming. It feels like I should be bleeding from every pore. I think I might be convulsing, losing control of my body as it attempts to escape the pain. I've never had this kind of reaction. I don't know anything but pain, endless pain, until at last blessed darkness embraces me. Through the haze, I think I see Min's face, human once more. Then, nothing. Ending it there? Really? Oh, you bastards! Red Spring Studio, how could you? Damn, man! Damn! That's so mean! Proctor, what the hell are you doing? Oh my god. Knocking everything fucking over. Christ, baby. Oh, man, no! We paid money to be hurt like this. Damn, man, damn! Alright, well, that's it for Mhin. We've got One more story left. And given how much everything is going, we should be able to finish it today. Alright, alright. Who's ready for the last route in Touchstarved Chapter 1? And as a reminder, Touchstarved is intended for older audiences. There is horror, graphic, violence, strong language, alcohol, drug references, and apparently cucking of scholars. We need the finished game now! I am Pali. Always have been, always will be. And hand-holding, oh my goodness, how scandalous. Alright. We've done each of these. I'm trying to think of what might be best. Pain for months. Months? Oh god, when is it coming out? When is it coming out again? Oh god, how long are we gonna have to be like this? Okay, this year, supposedly, all we got is supposedly. Where are the rest of my dice? I feel like I'm missing a dice. Alright, oh, there they are. Where'd my D4 go? Dang. Okay. Is there any particular... Oh, night, Reiki! Thanks for hanging out! Thanks for hanging out with us! Is there any particular route anybody really wants me to take, during this one? Also, Far, if you are still with us, I request that you stay with us for this story. I think you should. And that is all I'm going to say on the matter. Exile might be fun from... Don't worry about it. Exile? Okay. Let's do Exile then. Let's do Exile. The Exile is probably the one that I'll pick for the major game. So we'll do Exile. Here's Pal, you say them pronouns, your background is Exile. Is this correct? Yep. Select your route. Last one. Here we go. The full game react to your choices from the demo, but for this preview, we have created 2 basic character profiles. Please answer the following questions to select your profile. In the prologue, did you amuse Ver? I would like to think, yeah, my first time around, yes. He's kind of like Fox Wolf-like. He's the one that is dressed very provocatively. That I'm sure is going to have a very, very tragic story, honestly. He's giving me a Starian vibes. The commotion of the wet wick carries deep into the night. Free drinks and the dull roar of dozen conversations take my mind off Veer. I've long lost track of the late hour by the time I trudge upstairs to my room. After undressing, I flop onto the creaky old bed. But my brush with sleep is all too brief. A loud crash startles me awake. I sit up, blinking into wan light. The moon is little more than an eerie glow lining the drawn curtains. A muffled cry comes from the wall behind my headboard, followed by a thump that shakes the wall and rattles the bed frame. I should have known this would accompany the strong drinks and cheap beds, What more should I expect from a place called the Wetwick? Somebody get busy! Start moaning alongside them! Bang on the wall. I'm gonna bang on the wall. It's like, I can make noise too! I bang my fist against the wall. There's a soft moan, a muffled thud, and then nothing but merciful silence. Yeah, like they can invite. If you're gonna make noise, you could at least invite me. I mean, come on now. Fatigue lulls me back into a dreamless sleep. But this time, an unsettling sensation wakes me. My eyes fly open. The room, once suffused with weak moonlight, is now cloaked in impenetrable darkness. Oh no, I've caused Veer to throw a temper tantrum. I sit up at the first whisper of movement. Nails click on wood as the very dark itself stirs. I'm jealous! I love pork belly! Was it like rendered? Was it like rendered and soft? Ugh. Inky tendrils spread across the walls, smothering the windows. A shadow falls over me, as indistinct as worlds of curling smoke. Okay, we're getting a scary cutscene, but you're talking dirty to me. Rude! Rude! The foot of the bed dips, wood groaning under the strain of immense weight. Instinct urges me to run, but fear stills me as the beast lowers its massive head. A pair of eyes, molten pools of light, bore into me. A maw yawns open with a rumbling growl and a flash of jagged teeth. It lunges. Yeah! Yeah! I squeeze my eyes shut, anticipating the agony of fangs tearing into my throat. Blissful agony, maybe. But the bite never comes. When I open my eyes, cold, faint sunlight pours into the room, dispelling the shadows. My heart gallops. I touch my face, expecting my fingers to come back wet with blood, but the bandages are clean. Yeah, they kind of showed the monster design in Leander's story a bit, and I was a little spoiled on it, but I wanted to make sure you got to see it, because I was like, I figured you'd enjoy the monster design. There's no monster, no baneful eyes, no teeth closing around my neck. I'm alone, trembling in bed. I throw off the sheets and cross the room to pour myself a cup of water from the pitcher on the dresser. I do wonder, though, if there's going to be something more to this, because, like, it feels weird that they would spoil another character's form in another character's story while all the others got these, like, big dramatic reveals, you know? So I wonder if there's going to be a little bit more to it because they were so comfortable doing that. You know? I'm curious. I'm hopeful. So I would still say stick around if you can. I'm hopeful for something cool. Not that the design isn't cool, it just bothered me. It was like, oh, if you go down the list, then you're definitely gonna see Veer. And that feels a little odd. Oh, really? I don't think not in his ending. It didn't come up at all. Yeah, maybe that's not his final form. We'll see, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I throw off the sheets and cross the room to pour myself a cup of water from the pitcher on the dresser. Don't mind if I do. Sip, sip. As I lift the cup, a shiver of unease slithers down my spine. Reflected in the water is a faint symbol drawn on the crook of my neck. too geometric and symmetrical to be natural. But, shit! He branded me! At least Leander would have asked permission, damn! I once knew an old herbalist afflicted with one of these. After 3 sleepless nights, she vanished without a trace. Oh, shit! The monster didn't spare me. It marked me as prey. The room swims. The cup slips from my hand and clatters to the floor. My eyes strain to focus as I take gulping breaths, trying to stifle my mounting fear. The monster seems to have vanished with dawn's first light. Yet, I'm all but certain it was the same beast that stalked me in the streets yesterday. How did I catch the attention of something so horrible? You interrupted his fucking! That's what you did. But I did. Whoops! I forgot. That was my decision. Whoops! I'm sorry. This is on me. Actually, this is on me. Could it still be here, hiding in the shadows? Or does it plan on playing with its food? I mean, no idea. I press my trembling palm to the mark, and pain flares like a searing hot poker pressed against my skin. This isn't something I can scrub off with soap and water. Whatever marked me will return to finish the job. Iridia was supposed to be a sanctuary, but it's only been 2 days and I'm already marked for death. My mind reels with too many terrible possibilities. There's nowhere to run. I can't risk fleeing into the wastelands again. I can't stay here, suffocating with fear and waiting to be caught. I have to find help before it's too late. I throw on my clothes and pull my hood up, careful to cover the monster's mark. Then, after bounding down the stairs 2 steps at a time, I race out the front door. The door swings open and bounces off a solid object with a resounding thwack. Gah! A flurry of papers take flight. The cleric from yesterday scrambles to catch as many fluttering pamphlets as she can. I reach for a few fanning across the dew-laden stairs. They're identical posters, with each depicting rows of human and monster faces rendered in smudged ink. Though the paper is soggy, I can make out missing, and something about a reward. Sorry about that. Thank you, citizen. The cleric looks from her patronage to me and blanches. I don't know that word. I don't know how to say that word. I've only ever read it. I'm sorry. Oh, it's you. Where's dear friend? I nearly mistook you for a heretic. She chuckles, but when I smile in return, her eyes widen. You've got something there on your neck. I really like her design overall. I really enjoy the art style they're going with here. Shit, I didn't notice my hood slipping back when I dove for the papers. Admit the truth, deflect. I feel like it's kind of out of character to just tell her the truth, although I do think that would be smart, but I feel like that's also meta. Character habit tells me I should lie. So that is what I shall do. What? No, it's nothing. I clasp my hand on the side of my neck and immediately regret it. Sharp pain erupts from the mark. Oh shit. Erupts from the mark. I wince and the cleric grimaces. Weeping saints, is that what I think it is? I woke up to find a monster watching me last night. It vanished, but left behind this mark. I guess so that choice was not a choice, really. Wait. You're telling me a monster attacked you here at the Wetwick of all places, and then just up and left? When I nod, she glances at the pile of papers in her hands and sighs. All right, citizen. First things first. We should get you somewhere secure. You'll be safe in the Cenobium custody, and I'll need to take your testimony. I instinctively take a step back. Am I being arrested? You're taking me to that tower? Am I being arrested? Are you arresting me? No, but I'd rather not question you here. You'll be protected under our supervision. Does that mean we're going to the Cenobium? Of course not. No offense, but they wouldn't open the gates for something so trifling as this. Let's get moving, shall we? I haven't got all morning. The cleric motions for me to follow her. As friendly as she seems, I can't help feeling uneasy. Well, what other options do I have? By the time we reach Lowtown, the sun has finally emerged from the persistent gray haze blanketing the city. My stomach rumbles at the scent of roasted onions and sizzling garlic as we pass through the market. But there's no time for breakfast, not with the cleric striding purposely around the crowd. It doesn't occur to me to ask where we're going until she beckons me into a dim alley filled with detritus. Does the snowroom normally operate out of dark alleys? Ordinarily, I take your testimony and then escort you to the Hightown office for a full evaluation. But there's a mandatory function at the tower this afternoon, so there won't be anyone around to assist you. I'm not sticking around for that monster to show up again. Don't worry, it's unlikely to return until after the sun has set. Fewer witnesses that way. Her forced laugh doesn't inspire much hope. Marks like yours aren't so hard to dispel with the right regents. Honestly, the paperwork's the most tedious part. A weight lifts off my chest. I manage to crack a smile. I can't even imagine Veer doing office work. I'm afraid he's not much for the paperwork, or the people work. But we're a team, I suppose. I'm surprised you trust him at all. It slips out unintended. The cleric pauses to look over her shoulder at me. You don't think Veer marked you, do you? It was definitely him. I guess I'll ask, could he have? Because I didn't seem like my character knew. I'm finding this a little confusing, but I'll go with could we have, just to keep it straight. She's gonna eat you, and not in the hot way. I mean, either way, I'd let her. Couldn't he have done this? Couldn't he have done this? He is a monster, and a powerful one at that. But he's not exactly subtle. If he wanted to hunt you, you'd know it. And that's not the only wrinkle. Bear's the only monster in Iridia with a magically enforced curfew. He's always secured after midnight. I make sure of that. He can be shifty, but he doesn't go around town mocking people. He's more of the pounds first, ask the quivering remains, questions later sort. It's cold comfort, but I suppose that she knows him better than I do. I'm Acolyte Basilia, by the way. I didn't catch your name. Pali. Rest assured, Pali, we'll get this unpleasant situation all sorted out. Just don't tell a soul I brought you here, okay? I nod, even though I can't imagine why anyone would be interested in an alley littered with dried chicken bones and rotten fruit peels. Basilia places her palm on an inconspicuous brick and something inside the wall clicks. A passage yawns open before us. My stomach clenches as I gaze at the shadowed stairs. It's not too late. I can still back out, but it'll only be a matter of time before the monster finds me. Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! I'm better off taking my chances with Basilia. I just hope this isn't a trap. The click of Basilia heels follows us down the twisting stairwell, lit by her conjured lantern. The farther we go, the more questions I have. Where are we going? Am I allowed here? Where are we going? Where exactly are you taking me? An outpost. It's not as elegant as the Hightown office, but it's got a sort of rustic charm. Are most Cenobium outposts hidden away like this? No, this one is unique. Originally, it was built to contain some of the Cenobium's most dangerous subjects. We don't normally allow citizens down here, but I'd hate for you to get eaten on account of due process. and seeing as you're friends with my associate, I expect he'll be very eager to assist you. Let's just hope he's decent. I hope he's not! Although I guess I have to worry about Twitch TOS. Never mind, be decent. She pushes open a door and we step into a chilly, cramped chamber. In the flicker of candlelight, I can make out a plain, unadorned cell completely at odds with its sole occupant. Veer sits perched on the edge of a window cut into the stone wall. Illuminated by a slant of warm sunlight, he looks lost in thought. You're late. There better be a good reason. Veer looks up and his words die as our eyes meet. Surprise flashed across his face, quickly masked by a smirk. Oh, it's you. If I'd known I'd be receiving visitors, I'd have tidied up. Not much to tidy up. What a generous host. Aren't you a generous host? I would offer you tea, but as you can see, my hands are tied. His smile doesn't reach his eyes, and it's not hard to guess why. Despite the personal touches, an antique desk buried in book stacks, papers, and stubby melted candles, there's no denying what this is. It's a prison. When Veer rises, his long chain uncoils behind him. One end is padlocked to the floor, the other affixed to his collar. Even without the bars, he's trapped. I ran into your friend on the way here, and well, it's been a busy morning. After stacking her pamphlets on a cluttered shelf, Basilia produces a heavy, rusty key from the dozens looped around her chain. She unlocks the cell door and flinches at the shriek of long, rusted hinges opening. Impending dread worms its way beneath my skin. This is why Veer warned me to stay away from the cenobium. It's all too easy to imagine being trapped alone in this cold, dark cell, condemned to the same fate as him. Simply for being different. Cursed. Is this what you meant by securing him? Leaving him locked up in here? Basilia frowns at the note of revulsion in my tone. It's only overnight. Keeps the civilians safe from Veer and vice versa. Besides, he's free to stretch his legs and roam as he likes, as long as his performance meets our expectations. I glance at Veer, but his eyes remain fixed on the ceiling while Basilia takes hold of his collar. You're usually such a stickler for rules, and yet you've brought Pali here. Why? He speaks pleasantly, but there's an edge to his voice, a smoky suggestion of a growl. They need help. Look at their neck. The padlock springs open and the chain crashes the floor in a loose spiral. Veer strides out of the cell. He gives me a cursory glance before grinning. What's this you're hiding? A love bite. You'd like that. I was attacked. You'd like that? You'd like that, wouldn't you? Depends on who's doing the biting. Basilia clears her throat and I quickly move on. A monster stuck into my room this morning. It marked me and disappeared. Oh, you really can't stay out of trouble, can you? You're gonna lecture me about danger again. Save your breath. Can you help me or not? Let's see it. But I lower my hood. Veer moves closer to me. My face burns with the memory of his breath tickling my neck yesterday. But this time he only gives me a nonchalant hum. Well, have you seen that in a monk like that? Can't say I have. Can't say I have. I wait for him to make a snide remark or gloat about how easily he can fix it, but he only shakes his head. I fail to see why you brought them here, but I wish you both the best nonetheless. He passes me with a lazy, over-the-shoulder wave until Basilia cuts him off. You're not going anywhere, Veer. I'm requisitioning you for duty. I need to take Pali and track down that monster. What? I thought I was safest here. You never said anything about hunting a monster. Well, that sucks. Bye! I have to report to the tower, and all the field offices are closed today. V is the best monster hunter we've got. He is more than capable of assisting you. Veer opens his mouth, but Basilisk speaks over him. I know it's a stretch, but what if this case is related to, you know? She mouths a few words. The most I can make out is river case. Whatever she said doesn't have the effect she intended. Veer's tail gives an impatient shake. I have plans. Important ones. All you have is a hickey and a half-baked hunch. Isn't Pali your bosom buddy? I thought you'd be eager to help. He looks at me and the corner of his lips twitches up. Hardly. I barely know them. He says it lightly, as though he never lured me into an alley to threaten me. What about last night? What about last night? That night we spent together. What about that night? Did it mean nothing? I'd say we're well acquainted after what happened last night. Basila's mouth drops open. Veers only shrugs. Care to jog my memory? You were all over me. Was I? You nearly ate me. Beta! I thought we were going to be joking. I didn't think I was going to be tattling. I thought we were going to be like, oh, after last night. Oh well. Basilia glares at Veer until he gives a weak shrug. Don't be so literal, Basilia. They mean purely in the carnal sense. My face burns, but Basilia looks oddly relieved by his excuse. I may have overindulged and gotten a little sloppy. I'll exercise more restraint in the future. There's that edge again, in the lines of a smile. He couldn't be more insincere if he tried. I've got to get going. Track down that monster. Kill it if you can. Failing that, bring Pali back here by nightfall. Once I return from Hightown, I can remove that mark myself. No funny business. Don't make me use the word. Oh my god, is he Inuyasha? Does he have a sit boy? Inuyasha is one of my OG anime crushes, my original trash man, my original obsession. Veer's small falters. Basilia turns to me and, seemingly sensing my confusion, flashes me a stiff smile. Worry not. For all his boasting, he's harmless. He can't even hurt humans. Just, don't let him drink or get into any fights or show you his hole. I wasn't expecting that last bit. That was so direct. Show hole! Show hole! Don't let him drink. Don't get into any fights or show his hole. You just said it! You just took away everything fun, Basilia! God, Mom! Damn! What? But Basilia's already out the door. I'm left with Veer, who tries and fails to stifle a yawn. Now what? I'm sorry. What hole? What do you mean, what hole? What do you mean, what hole? What am I? What am I? I guess I am touch-starved, huh? Here's the thing. I have to ask it. I know what hole, but I have to ask. What hole? What hole? I need tea. Let's go. Before I can protest, he starts up the stairs. You came back at the best time. My throat feels tight with simmering annoyance, but I take a steadying breath. We'll find the monster, and Basilia will remove the mark. Hey, not yet. It is only chapter 1. Then I'll put all this behind me and focus on finding a cure. We walk in silence through Lowtown and along the edge of the riverbank to a small alcove where a few stalls and tables have been arranged. After vanishing without warning, Veer returns with a tray loaded with dishes, a chipped teapot, and a pair of steam bowls that he sets between us. As much as I want to protest, my mouth waters, and my stomach rumbles at the smell of fresh ginger. Noodles and diced vegetables float in a milky broth laden with wrinkled strips of fried bean curd. The first sip fills with a sweet. The first sip fills me with a sweet warmth, soothing my frayed nerves. It's not until I finish wolfing down my soup that I remember my company and feel a wave of embarrassment. But when I look up, I find Veer gazing over the riverbank with his chin in one hand, his own soup long picked clean of oxtail and pushed to the side. I'm asking what's on his mind. What's on your mind? What's so interesting? I was hoping to see something scandalous, like a body washing up on the shore, but no such luck today. He glances my way, and I set my spoon down. Thank you for the meal. How much do I owe you? My treat. After all, I almost ate you last night, didn't I? I make a face, and his eyes flicker over my way with a soft smile. Relax, Pally. It's far too early to get so worked up. Easy for you to say. You're not the one marked for death. He takes a slow slip of tea, savoring it before speaking again. Basilia is hardly one to inspire confidence, a remarkable feat given the sheer incompetence of the Zenobian. But she'll remove your love bite easily enough, regardless of what we do today. In the meantime, I fully intend to enjoy my day off. It takes me a moment to fully grasp his meaning. You never intended on hunting that monster, did you? What if it comes back for me while you're screwing around? Didn't you hear, Basilia? My life is in your hands! The expression he wears is infuriatingly smug. Should your new friend be foolish enough to return, I'll sense it long before you will. You say that, and yet you failed to notice it stalking me in the streets yesterday. That monster, likely the same one that marked me, was right beneath your nose, but somehow you missed it. The Amaryllis is so full of monsters, it positively reeks of them. Not like that stopped you from sniffing me. Veer sets his cup down and looks me in the eye. Such a sharp tongue. I suggest you put it to better use, or make your point already. If you're accusing me of something, say it plainly. You marked me, didn't you? Okay. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this, because I do think I would have recognized his eyes. And at least I've hinted it by now. Sand cake. They're very cute. You're the one who marked me, aren't you? You certainly threatened me enough. For all I know, you snuck into my room last night. He has the nerve to smile at that. Accusing the fox of slipping into the henhouse. How cliché. Did you already forget that how I'm locked away each and every night? It's hard to forget the jingle of Basilia's heavy key earring. I wonder what Veer might have done to merit so many locks. How you know it was a fox? Good point! Good point! Let's say I slipped my chains by some miracle, returned to the wick under the cover night, and stole into your room. Do you really think I'd stop after merely marking you? My mouth opens, but I don't know how to respond. not with Vera looking me up and down with the coy suggestion of a smirk. And here I thought the prospect of spending an entire day with me would cheer you up. It seems I'll have to resort to more drastic measures. Vera nudges a small plate of peeled mandarin slices toward me. How he know I like food? How he know I like food? Suspicious. It feels like a bribe, but I can remember the last time I can't remember the last time I tasted fresh fruit. I mean, we've got a fresh fruit right in front of us. Hey! Sorry. When I reach for a slice, his tail gives a lazy sway. The cook always insists I need more fruit for my coat. She'll scold me if I don't eat it all. The orange is tart and refreshing. Beer fills both our cups while I finish the last slice. How about we play a game? I'll allow you to ask me anything you wish. I'm feeling generous. I could even be persuaded to answer one of your overly personal questions, so long as it's not work-related or dull. Make your choice, a single question, perhaps even a demand. I'll do as you wish, no matter what. You'll do anything? Of course. What better way to build trust? Think of it as an opportunity to get to know each other. After all, your life is in my hands, isn't it? Show hole! Show hole! At that, I straighten up. Now, what will it be? Choose quickly before I change my mind. I want you to do something. I want you to answer a question. I'm gonna go for the red one, because that's special. Red means press it! Red means press it! Pop his nose, he needs it. I want you to do something. And with that, we're going to take our next break. We will be back right after these commercial messages, and we will see if we can get our lovely friend here to what do we want, folks? Show ho! I will see you in 3 minutes. Everybody get ready for some Battle Royale! And we're back. Just doing my best to snooze the last bit of the ads right now before we get into it. I mean, it doesn't matter as long as one of us gets it. It isn't like it doesn't add anything extra onto it or anything like that. All right. Let's see if we can get that hole, shall we? Oh, wait, actually, sorry, give me one last second. I realize I'll leave my front door out. I finished dinner, so he doesn't get antsy. Okay. I'm not stalling. Gosh. Calm your holes. All right. I want you to do something. He bows his head in mock supplication. What would you have me do? Yes! Oh, this is better! This is better! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I'm not even mad that it didn't give me an option. I'm not even mad about it. Incredible. Let me pet your ears. A soft noise escapes from Veer. His lips twitch in displeasure. I love it. I love it. I love it. I got so excited. I'm down the wrong pipe. You can't be serious. Can you even feel anything with all those bandages? Breaking your promise already? What happened to earning my trust? Yes, I get to tease! I get to tease! This game was made for me! Veer stiffens, then grits his teeth. Fine. Make it quick and be gentle. Oh, I'll be gentle, baby. Now faced with the prospect of touching Veer, I hesitate. He watches me, his expression unreadable as I lean over the table to stretch out my hand. His ear flicks when my fingers brush it. Even through the bandages, I can tell that his fur is fine and silken, like soft brushed velvet. Though he remains stubbornly silent, I don't miss the way Veer shivers when my thumb grazes the shell of his ear. I knew I'd enjoy this, but I didn't expect the overwhelming desire to feel him without gauze separating us. He shudders with a sharp inhale, and I yank my hand back before my thoughts drift any further. Finished so soon. He liked it! He liked it! Ooh! Ooh, he does want to be treated gently, don't you, baby? Nyla Ghost wrote this part! Totally! I hope his tail is wagging. He tries to sound casual, but I'm close enough to catch the touch of color in his cheeks and the subtle hitch in his breath. Did you enjoy that? Don't be ridiculous. It takes a lot more than some clumsy fondling to excite me. The slow, drawn-out wag of his tail as he quickly sleeps his tea says otherwise. Let's go! Wag that tail, baby! Lo called it! Veer lifts the teapot and empties it into his cup. So, if you're not going to do your job, then what's next? I know, I have to bully him. I have to bully him so hard. Is the game over yet? What if I said I wanted to stroke his tail next, huh? Didn't I mention that I already had plans? Let me guess. You planned a long, productive day of duping broke tourists and stealing their keys. Veer lets out a short breath and smile wide enough to show his fangs. How charming. You're fucking with me. I thought you liked playing games. You have no idea. Let's go. I know you're dating you are a cat boy and you're dating an aura. I know you like tails. This ain't shocking to nobody. The patty face with the ears makes me want. I know, I did so good. He drains the rest of his tea before rising. Only after I begin to follow do I realize that I might actually be looking forward to spending the day with him. Our next jaunt takes us across a few bridges and up the steep slopes that lie between Lowtown and Hightown. As I trail behind Veer with my neck craned to take in the domed building surrounding us, I feel the prickle of a dozen eyes. While I'm no stranger to the stares of curious onlookers, for once it's my company drawing all the attention instead of my bandages. People don't even bother to hide their stares. A woman hushes her pointing child and steers them away from us. Now that I think about it, ever since we first set foot in Hightown, I haven't seen a single monster. It might... Damn it, is it? The sound is so weird. Like, either... I feel like something has happened to where either if I don't have the channels all going, like, you won't be able to clip properly, like you were mentioning to me. And then if I do, then they overlap in a really weird way. And I don't know how to fix it. I hate OBS right now, and I don't know how to properly fix this. Hold on. As I've got game capture going. Maybe like that? How about now? Does it sound any better? Okay, hopefully... Hold on, let me look. I need to make sure that I can still... It's still recording. I don't know about clipping, though. I don't know if that'll work. You can give it a try. But yeah. I'd rather you guys have a good experience than anything else. Okay. Now that I think it, I've never seen, ever since we set foot in Hightown, I haven't seen a single monster. Do monsters not come here? They're here if you know where to look. Veer winks at me before dashing across the street, darting around an oncoming horse cart. Veer! By the time I catch up, he's standing in front of a nondescript shop. There's no sign, and it's impossible to make out the interior from the stained glass windows. No, there's something that has happened ever since that OBS, like, had that one update where, like, it seems like audio... Like, because here's the thing. Even if you are hearing multiple files, they should be in sync, so you shouldn't be able to notice. But then somehow they got out of sync, and it got really annoying. So, and I don't know what caused that. Well, like, I don't know. Did anybody else notice? I'll think about it. Because, like, at the end of the day, I make my own clips pretty much. But I do like when you guys clip and it shares the Discord and, you know, it shows, and it sort of switch. Like, clipping is a good thing. It helps the channel. So, I want you guys to be able to clip. But, I don't know. It's weird. And I'll figure something out. I'm sorry, let me look at this again. So, sorry for the technical difficulties. I would like things to just work. Okay, so game capture is on channel 4. Doesn't go to channel 6. Maybe it needs to go to channel 6. Hold on. No, you don't need to be sorry. You're letting me know that something's not working. What about now? Is it doubling up now? No? Okay. That should work. It should be sending the audio to Twitch that way. Just, you know, let me know if anything is weird. But we're gonna go forward with like this. Alright. Right here. I'll be a moment. I'll only be a moment. The door clicks shut, and for the first time since this morning, I'm alone again. Panic washes over me. The streets are too quiet, the shadows too dark. I keep expecting to see them stretch along, to hear the rumble of a growl as hot breath tingles the back of my neck. Instead, a bell chimes and the door opens. Veer emerges with a thin wax paper bag in his hand. He looks at me and frowns. Did something happen? You look ruffled. I'm fine. What's that? He reaches in the bag and retrieves a golden brown cookie stamped with star-shaped pattern and powdered dust kind sugar. He got me tweets! He got me tweets the one way to my heart! He got me tweets! He got me tweets! Give me a cookie! Get it! Now! Ah. Prompto! Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. Hey! Ya! You're the one sitting on my computer. You don't get to be mad when I make sure you don't press the power button. Alright. Is this a bakery? Not just any bakery. This shop makes the best cookies in Iridia. Ordinarily, they sell out within seconds of opening, but I pulled a few strings. This is the last one left. Oh, he is gonna absolutely eat it in front of me, and I'm gonna kick him! I'm gonna kick him hard! He looks at me expectantly with the cookie held out. Turn him down, eat the cookie. I'm eating the cookie! But I know he's gonna I just know it! I just know he's gonna snatch it away from me! I just fucking know it! I take the cookie, pausing to savor the scent of caramelized sugar and roasted pistachios before taking a bite. I get to eat the cookie! Yay! It's soft and chewy with the faintest hint of molasses from diced dates. Good, isn't it? It's... Before I can finish my thought, Veer reaches out to brush the powdered sugar from the corner of my mouth with his thumb. Stinky boy. They're messy, but I can't get enough of them. His eyes never leave mine as he licks the pad of his thumb. The back of my neck grows hot. You want to try my cookie? If you're trying to distract me, thanks, but this doesn't change anything. I don't know! I want more cookies! Still unsettled, aren't you? Rest assured, should your visitor be foolish enough to return, I'll happily repay them for mocking you before I could. I can be rather territorial. Veer pulls another cookie out of the bag and pops it into his mouth. I thought you said they only had one left. Did I? With that, he turns on his heel and heads down the street. After a few turns, the gleaming spire of the Cenobium rises before us. This was the last place I expected to visit, especially with Veer. You came here yesterday, didn't you? In spite of my warning. I nod. To my surprise, he looks satisfied. If you're so set on whatever brought you to Iridia, perhaps I could call in a few favors and smuggle you inside. You would do that for me, even though you warned me to stay far away. If that's what you desire. I don't trust the Cenobium. I don't know anymore. I don't trust the Cenobium. I don't think I would anyway, but so many people told me not to. It only makes sense. It's not, and he knows it. After everything you've told me and what I saw this morning, how could I ever trust them? They won't help me. I'm not sure anyone can. And now I've got this stupid mark to worry about. How fucking dare you? Jail! Jail! I told you, babe, you need to listen. This would be far more simple if you would tell me why you were so desperate for help. What do you think happened? Attack Poodle was naughty! How dare you? How dare you? What spurred you to visit this godforsaken city in the first place? You may not be looking at my hands, but I understand the implication. He asked as much last night. The Cenobium was supposed to hold all the answers. I really thought they could help me. Even knowing they can't, I can't shake this ridiculous feeling. Like, if I could somehow get in, everything wrong with me would be fixed. Do you think there's safety in a cage? If it's one like yours, maybe. I know it's not easy, but you seem somewhat free to do as you please. When I was first imprisoned, I didn't see the sky for over a dozen years. Why are you all misbehaving so much? Get it up! Get up! Evil. Evil! It took decades of suffering and loyal service to earn an inkling of freedom. Some might prefer to be kept and collared like exotic pets in beautiful cages, but even birds with clipped wings yearn to fly. When I first saw the Cenobium spire piercing the sunlit clouds, I held a glimmer of hope that somewhere within it lay the key to my curse. Now the gold wrought gates only remind me of the bars of Vir's cell. If the Cenobium can't save me, who can? Vir glances over my shoulder at me. Need a moment. When I blink, his eyes narrow with amusement. You've got that look. The one you get when you're lost in thought. I have a look. Several, in fact. But I like that one most. Vir crooks his finger, beckoning me to follow him as he descends the stairs. I know better than to bother ask. Yeah, oh my god. I know better than to bother asking what he's got planned next. The sun mirrors our descent, slipping below a pall of mist that covers the riverbank. Unlike Hightown, the bridge teems with activity. Gawking children, peddlers selling garlands, and people kneeling before wooden shrines. Is this some sort of religious festival? I keep my voice low. It feels wrong somehow to speak loudly here. Not with worshippers lighting votives at altars and offering prayers before stone effigies. With so many deities on display, there's always something to be celebrated or mourned. He swoops in our gesturing at the stunning array of statues arranged along the bridge. It's impossible to stop more than a few of them along all the worshippers and the thick red-tinged smoke billowing from their censers. A procession approaches, so large the crowd parts to make room for it. I'm buffeted by congregants rushing to move out of the way until Vir's hand closes around mine. Here. He pulls me onto a pedestal, a narrow strip of stone circling the crumbling statue of a saint. It's a tight fit, even with his arm circling my waist. My heel hangs over the edge of the bridge. But falling's the last thing on my mind, with Vir so close that my nose brushes his jaw and my lungs fill with the leathery scent of his collar. Turn around. Vir guides me with one hand on my hip, turning me so I can take in the sight. A sea of robed bodies stretches as far as I can see. The air trembles with their rhythmic chanting. As they pass, Vir murmurs close to my ear. Fascinating, isn't it? I prefer a different view. It's not what I expected. Is this me pulling the whole, oh, the moon looks so beautiful tonight? Yes, it's beautiful. Is that what this is? I'm tempted because I'm here. I'm here. Either it's me being shitty or it's me being flirty, and I think either works in this scenario, so I'm gonna go with this one. I can think of a view I like even more. I glance over my shoulder, smiling when Veer's eyes meet mine. Follow it. You know I will! His laugh is pleasant rumble against my back. I thought you might enjoy the spectacle of Saints Crossing. Faith has long been pushed to the outskirts here, a persistent itch the Cenobium has never been able to scratch. They come here in droves in search of the answers, and the protection the Cenobium denies them. His words stir memories of the traveler from the caravan, how he ranted about his goddess as his hands closed tightly around my throat. Religion won't save anyone from the fogfall or solace. Neither will the Cenobium. For all their magic, old tomes, and ill-gotten knowledge, the Cenobium is held back by the morality of its ministry. They seem to be doing well enough. Iridia is still standing. For now. But they can't hide behind their gates forever. As the last stragglers move past, Veer eases me back onto the bridge. He hops down beside me. We pass several statues, some smoothed with time and touch, others choked in moss and long abandoned. Near the end of the bridge, a group of urchins scramble by, shouting and laughing, their arms overflowing with pearls and apples. They have left an upturned bowl behind them, beside the plinth of a statue draped in so many fresh garlands that it takes me a moment to recognize it. This one's popular. Cousin of yours? Veer follows my gaze to the stone effigy of a wolf sitting before us and makes a dissatisfied noise. You can't possibly think I resemble that boring old wolf. No one ever paid it any attention until recently. It's just another ancient monster memorialized by humans as a god. I can understand worshipping the sun or seasons or elements, but monsters? That's a first. Is that really so surprising? Because I've always sought protection from higher powers, real or imagined. I look from Veer to the stone-carved wolf with its smooth, serene expression. This wasn't an old friend of yours, was it? His tail flicks angrily. Please, I'm not that ancient. Say your prayers if you wish. We're leaving. He sets off. I follow only after placing the offering bowl upright. Night blankets Lowtown and darkens my own mood. As lamps flicker to life above the streets, Basilia's words return to me. The monster might have hidden during the day, but what now? Even with Veer by my side, I feel ill at ease walking through the darkened streets and stick to the pools of light collected beneath windows. We're late. Basilia was expecting us at dusk. Time does have a way of escaping me when I'm enjoying myself. My heart squeezes in my chest. Today was fun. I wish we could. Before I can say more, something catches my eye. A sinuous, dark shape silently leaps from a rooftop, slips into the alley in the space of a breath. Did you see that? I look back and my stomach clenches like a fist. Veer crouches over a path of paw prints emerging from a puddle of thick, black blood. It would seem we've interrupted someone's dinner. Let's find Basilia. We should follow it. We should follow it. I think it would be so fun and silly if we just followed it. You know? That could be the monster that attacked me. Should we follow it? Veer starts to smile, then shakes his head. I'll find it after I've escorted you back to the outpost. But I told Basilia I'd return you in one piece. Come along. Boo! Spoil sport! Veer takes off at a sprint and I race after him through the twisting, dark alley. I strain my eyes, searching for the outpost. A sound rises above my thundering heartbeat, labored breath and the sharp click of claws, crowing closer with every step. Curiosity gets the better of me. I glance back just in time to catch a glimpse of glittering eyes receding into the dark. Veer, it's behind us! But when I turn back, Veer's gone. I skid to a stop. Did I fall behind? But I only looked for a second. I can't see a thing, but I can sense something watching me from the shadows. Veer! Veer! A puff of hot breath, sour with the tang of fresh blood, heats the back of my neck. I turn very slowly to find a Solus crouching behind me. Thick rivulets of drool drip from its bared teeth. The thick, corded muscle of its legs tense as though it's ready to pounce. I know! Why do we keep going down this alley? This is a bad alley! I could run, but I won't get far. There's only one way I'm getting out of this alive. Touch! Book! Slowly, so as not to startle the beast, I unwind the bandages from one hand. First my fingertips, then my knuckles, and finally my palms are free. The soulless skeleton eyes wobble as it tenses. Come here, you ugly bastard! It takes the bait, lurching forward with a hungry bellow. A sick thrill of excitement rushes through me. Time seems to hang in suspension as the Solus barrels towards me. I meet it halfway with my hand thrust out. I twist at the last moment so my fingers graze its rubbery hide and the creature falls limp. It lies sprawled on the ground, pacified by my curse, but not for long. I clench my fingers until my hands stop shaking and take one slow breath. I'm safe, but I need to move before... Impressive. A disembodied voice echoes throughout the alley. I was wondering what kind of trick you were hiding up your sleeve. Where moments ago there was nothing, Veer appears, veiled by the shadows. No, not veiled by the shadows, but emerging from them. Darkness peels off his skin and his hair and wisps as he leans over the twitching Solus to prod it with the toe of his boot. Poor thing, you really did a number on it. Where the hell were you? My ears fill with a low roar as dread closes my gut. I fumble for my bandages, but it's too late. I'm caught. What did you see? Veer's eyes flick from the Solus to me, thinning with amusement. Enough. Now do me. What? The Solus stirs. I turn, ready to run. But Veer's already behind me. Is it just me, or does my hands feel a lot shorter than everyone else's? It might have been, honestly. I don't know. Since I cut it in half, I'm not entirely sure. I'm far stronger than that pitiful little whelp. The darkness closes in until I can't see where the alley begins or ends. What's the worst that could happen? I turn again and again, but no matter where I look, Veer follows like a shadow. No! Why not? I could hurt you. I could kill you! A bluff. I've never used my curse on the monster. I don't even know what would happen. I mean, it's not entirely bluff. We could hurt him. We don't know what would happen. We could. We're saying we could. Veer takes a step closer. You're lying. You bared your throat to me this morning. If you thought you could hurt me, why didn't you fight back? Realization dawns with a flash of searing pain from the mark on my neck. I mean, we've been new. We've been new. I was right. The monster I've been running from was right beside me all along. He lied to me. Plied me with treats and promises and sweet words. And for what? Was this all a sick game, or is this simply how he hunts? The closer Veer draws, the hotter his mark burns. Stinging tears spring to the corner of my eyes. Ugh. It was you this whole time. You were supposed to be locked up. Veer smiles and the Solus shudders back to life. It scrambles to his feet and hurtles towards me. I mean, I found the game fun. I throw out my hand, but Veer is faster. He flicks the beast aside, a careless gesture that dashes it against the wall behind me with a sickening crunch. My heart stutters as I look down to see my outstretched palm resting on the smooth expanse of Veer's chest. Silence stretches between us before Veer looks up from my hands and sighs. That's all. The change follows immediately. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! One moment, my hand is touching hot skin. The next is buried to the elbow in thick coat of plush fur. A strangled noise escapes me. I recoil and lose my footing entirely as the monster rises up. I know! I want to pet him! I want to cuddle him! Give a little kiss on the snoot! Why is he so dumb? I mean, we do like the dumb ones around here. Clearly you all do. You're still here. Veer towers over me, massive yet ephemeral as smoke. Shadows peel off his fur and pool like ink below him. His luminous eyes fix on me and he growls, a noise so low and deep it rattles my bones. Then he lunges. I watch his jaws clamp shut around the soulless, and my blood runs cold. Veer snaps the creature's neck with a violent shake of his head, and drops its limp body at my feet. Oh, he got me a present! I should run, or fight, or scream. But fear locks my knees and chokes my voice as Veer lowers his head, blood dripping from his stained muzzles as he regards me with great, glowing eyes. Alright, stop! A voice cuts. Is it audit or not? I'm not sure. Probably odd. But it had an E. Okay. A voice cuts through the dark. Veer freezes immediately, as though turned to stone. Only his eyes move, darting from me to Basilia as she breathlessly rushes to my side. Saints preserve me! Are you alright? I'm fine. He didn't hurt me. I shove my hands into my cloak. Thankfully, her focus is entirely on Veer. She draws her shoulders back and hisses. Down. He snarls, but obediently lowers to a stiff crouch, humbled by a single word. Basilia helps me to my feet. My lips move, but nothing comes out. My mind drowns in a flood of emotions and impulses. I'm saved, but from what exactly? He is, Inuyasha! He is! I was waiting for you both by the outpost. I heard the uproar from a block away, and he didn't attack you, did he? Veer whines, a long, high-pitched note that I fear as much as hear. No, it was a soulless. It cornered me, and then I catch myself. The last thing I want is to divulge my curse to a cleric. Veer transformed and killed the soulless. He changed, all on his own, but that shouldn't be possible. This can't be. The collar must have functioned somehow. Frowning at the mangled corpse, Basilia skirts around the puddle of blood leaking from the soulless. When she claps, Veer flinches. Oddite, change and explain yourself. The giant fox vanishes in a blink. In its place, Veer kneels before Basilia with his forehead pressed to the ground. Coppery hair spills over his shoulders and onto the cobblestones. I wasn't going to hurt them. His voice trembles. You should go, Pali. I'm afraid I won't be able to help you with your mark tonight. The most I can manage is a nod. The shock slowly fades, leaving numbness in its wake. I stiffly turn around. We must free him! We must free the boy! We must free the idiot! I'm sorry. When I look back, Veer lifts his chin slightly. Though his face is still veiled by his hair, I can feel his eyes on me. I only meant to protect you. I know. Goodbye. Let's do it Star Wars. I know. I wasn't expecting an apology either. I know. It's barely a murmur, but Veer nods, as though satisfied. Reluctantly, I tear my eyes away from him, and will my legs to move one step at a time. I lock onto the mouth of the alley so as to not look back again. I don't really remember how I got back to my room, or when I collapsed on the bed, too tired to even crawl beneath the sheets. The whole night blurs into a half-forgotten nightmare. Sharp fangs, glowing eyes, and whispers that my mind dissects fruitlessly for meaning. I close my eyes, willing sleep to take me. But even as my breathing slows, and my limbs grow heavy, the mark on my neck aches. I should feel comforted knowing I found the monster that marked me. Instead, I'm stuck wondering if he wanted to kill me or keep me safe. Alright, and that's it for Touchstarved. Alright, okay. Damn! Let's take a quick look at this gallery real quick. Why is this stretched? I hate that this is stretched. I want to look at it. I want to look at it in great detail. Man. No, this is a good game. This is a real good game. I am really fucking excited for the full one. I know we don't know exactly when it's coming. Stay safe out there, Boon Goons, and I will see you next time. Buck ice, and let's raid!